recently, Monday, right around lunch, I just got done dropping off a package, which was my 50mm lens that I was renting. I think after doing that, I finally decided that that's the lens I'm going to be buying. That's the one I've been renting for the good part of ever since I kind of started my business, but also ever since I started this vlog. So looking into possibly getting that this year, but I'm going to have to wait until after tax season. Speaking of taxes, I also wanted to give you a little bit of an update with regards to this week. It's not a very shoot heavy week. I think I'll obviously go to dental office, which is a commitment I have. I'm working with a local accounting firm. It's someone that I know, and he started this business a few years ago, and I wanted him, he's such a great guy, I wanted him to handle my tax returns, and I was tired of doing it myself, and I think since I'm able to make a little bit of extra money, let's go ahead and get someone professional to do it. Basically, I approached him and said, hey, I'd love to possibly do an exchange of services, like help me help you type thing. And he, we talked about it for a second, and I told him I'd be able to, let me come in sometime and I can give you and your current business partner a pitch, and I can go through and see what's needed. They're a company that has grown more and more over the years, and I mean they have a social media presence, but I feel like it's not something they can put as much time and effort into as they would want, as any other business would want. So I made a pitch to them and said, hey, would you be interested in me possibly taking that out of your hands, creating the content for you, maybe even scheduling the post, or me giving you the content you post? They were certainly into that. So I think that is something that's coming down the pipeline very soon. So I'm working with him on going ahead and getting a jump start in the new year on taxes. Don't want to get caught in the shuffle of a bunch of other people trying to do theirs towards tax day. So they said they're not going to be able to talk for a little bit, and that's okay. It's not going to be in a couple of weeks, but I think it's going to be after tax season. I'll actually be able to sit down with them and go over my plan, and I think it's something that would be mutually beneficial. Looking forward to that, but I'm also going to be doing my legwork on the front end to make sure that once it comes time for a proposal, I'm fully prepared. But not only that, I have a possibility of landing another retainer client. So I've got the dentist office that I work with every Friday morning and creating content for them, and you've seen plenty of it, I know. Basically, I have a chance to do it with another company. This is a little bit different. This would be me and someone that I know. We are working on, we did a proposal where basically, once a month we would go to one of their branches. It's a mobile home retailer. So we'll go to one of their branches and film content and have that, scheduled out to post, and we'll kind of do that on a month-to-month or month-and-a-half, 2-month basis with regards to going and actually filming. But then the actual social media manager will just schedule posts to go out. And so they really like the proposal, and the person that kind of is spearheading us getting this gig, going to be talking with them tomorrow, which will be Tuesday. That's another big development in the business, and another thing I'm excited to take y'all on. Other than that, got a couple weddings lined up. I'm actually I just confirmed this, going to be going back to help out with the Baptist Student Union's spring conference. I did the fall conference. That was like my first couple episodes. They invited me back to do same work for them, which is a lot of the pre-production leading up to the event, and actually being there to run some of the stuff during the event. So excited about that. Unfortunately, it's going to be in Starkville, Mississippi. I'm an Ole Miss graduate, so you fill in the blank there. I don't like going too close to Starkville, let alone being in it. I'm joking. But it's going to be fun getting a chance to go there and doing that again for them. That's going to be, I think, the last weekend in February. I'm super excited about that. Things are starting to line up. I just did the travel agent thing, a couple days ago, and I'm looking forward to getting that edited. But, it's starting off great for the business, and I'm really looking forward to what else this year, has in store. Just wanted to, stop in, update you on this. So I've been thinking, I talked about goals in the last episode, about my YouTube subscription. I want to get my subscribers up. So if you haven't subscribed, here's my invitation to you. Mentioned growing my Instagram, mentioned obviously getting new clients, making more money. But one I forgot to mention is I wanted to get my drone license. Been thinking about it, and I feel like I've been kind of behind with regards, not only in like the wedding area, but also in other stuff. I feel like I'm missing out on real estate markets. I feel like I'm missing out, especially when it comes to hunting properties, things like that, because I am in Mississippi. A lot of people hunt. So I feel like it's imperative for me to get a drone. And obviously I'm a rule follower. I want to make sure I'm flying a drone safely, but also flying it legally. I'm going to look into doing that. I'm currently starting the studying process. I purchased a course recently, and it's been going great. I thought I'd be bored by a lot of this stuff, but it's been really, really interesting learning about like sectional charts and things like that. If I'm learning about stuff I enjoy, I feel like I'm a lot better. But with regards to like cameras and stuff, obviously I'm going to be learning because I want to know as much as I can. But with this, it's surprisingly been easy to learn. But other than that, I've got a lot of editing going on, specifically for this week. I've got a lot of editing going on, finishing up a couple of wedding videos, but also have a little bit of a tight turnaround for the travel agent video, but it's not too long of an edit, so I'm going to knock that out here soon. Hopefully this weekend I can get a lot done. Looking forward to a great rest of the week. Friday we take to the dentist office, and then I'm back in the editing bay for a while, so I'm going to be doing that. But ultimately I wanted to give y'all a little bit. I've been struggling a little bit with this vlog because personally I love to break the monotony sometimes. And I know good and well some of you are probably watching this saying, oh man, is he going to the dentist office again? Yes, I am. But hopefully I'm trying to spice things up a little bit. Sometimes it can be hard, and I don't want to force anything. Like if my business is not, I currently work full time. I mentioned that first couple episodes. Like, I'm not trying to put so much on my plate to where, this vlog is just 30 minutes long and there's so much going on. I try to at least show some of the stuff I'm doing, but also give a little glimpse into kind of my thought processes behind stuff, and just give you a little bit of a glimpse into my life and kind of see me as a person. So looking forward, I'm just trying to give you a little bit more with this vlog, differences in what I'm shooting. I want to make sure this is watchable. This is documenting my business journey, but like I said, if I am not just swamped with going and shooting and doing all these things, I don't want to force it because I don't want to do that to y'all. So there's my Mississippi coming out saying y'all. Well, it is Thursday morning and I've got some good news. I mentioned recently about the mobile home retailer. That was going to be another possible retainer for me. So got the news yesterday. They liked it, and they're ready to go. And so what we're going to do is send them the contract. They'll sign it and we will get underway. I don't expect really anything to get started real fast. I think everything's going to be in the planning stages for about a month. But about once every month and a half, 2 months, something like that, we're going to go visit a couple of those retail sites and capture content for them and put it on social for them once we edit it and things like that. The way that's going to work is the person that I'm working with, partnering it with in this, is sort of hiring me as like an independent contractor. So basically what that means is they're handling sort of the client side of it and handling a lot of the budget stuff, and because we did require some startup costs and all that, so they're going to be handling a lot of that. But I'm also going to be helping with managing the social content, creating it, obviously going and filming it, but we're also working together on getting a good social platform to schedule all these posts with. But I'm excited about it. It's another good opportunity, another good retainer. The guaranteed payment you get each month is always nice when it comes to business. You don't want to you want some consistency in it, but you don't want to just rely on people constantly asking you, and some months are better than others. You want a little bit of consistency, but you don't want it to be so monotonous. So I think that's what I'm learning just as this ball gets rolling. But anyway, that is some really good news. Making some progress. It's mid-January and kind of hitting the year pretty hard so far. So I'm excited to see where this takes me. So I didn't mention this when we were working with the travel agent, but let me turn the light on. Like, hey, I got a few things in my truck. Do you want them? And then he proceeds to tell me, he's like, no, I got some camera equipment. Don't know if you would want it or not. And so I was like, okay, well, let's just go look. He takes me out to his truck and he's like, okay, Well, first I got this aperture lantern. I was like, yeah, thank you. So that was amazing because I was wondering like what type of camera gear he was talking about, but him starting off the bat with a aperture lantern is just phenomenal. So I also got a teleprompter kit. You might be seeing a little bit more not so off the cuff videos. You might be seeing something that seems a little bit scripted. But not only that, he said I have a light as well. And I looked at the box and I noticed it looked eerily similar to my Amaran 60X. And I said, is that an Amaran 60X, whatever it is? And he was like, well, I don't know. Let me open the box. And then he gives me this box, and in here, I'm not going to open it, is an Amaran 60D. So now I have a daylight. Everything I have is either bicolor or full RGB. So now I have a daylight light. So super excited. He definitely put it in capable hands. So I'm going to be using that for a lot of stuff coming up soon. I've already had the this lantern here set up in the studio. It's been great just being able to have a little bit of a fill light in here. Currently don't have it set up because when I put it on the light stand, it is a tipping hazard. And I do not want that. And I'd rather be, whenever I'm filming, have it up. So anyway, that's what I got. And you know, I'm always adding gear. It is nice to get when you get it for free. So yeah, there's that. Can y'all quit eating while I'm filming? Stop eating. Oh, I've shown you my cats. This is Juno, as in Juneau, Alaska. This is one of them. And this one here is Birdie, as in the golf term, because I'm an avid golfer. Yep, these are my two cats. Anyway, just got some takeout at, from one of my favorite local places, but after I eat that, I want to show you something. So I've been thinking of ways to kind of show you the backside of my business and, you know, certain things you might want to see and, you know, might find value in. And what I thought about was doing sort of how I handle my project management. So basically my software that does project management, but also how I send videos to clients. And that's through a software called Basecamp. So I'm gonna do a little picture-in-a-picture action and show you kind of what's going on Basecamp. So I'm currently in the web browser. You can download this onto your phone or your computer. So basically you have right here, you know, I have my business name. I've set it up myself and I'm on the admin side. This might be a little bit different if you have a different, like if you're not the admin, it'll look a little bit different for you, but needless to say, it's about the same thing. What I want to do is kind of show you a project. So you see the home, you've got home right here. You've got your lineup, sort of things that are coming up, pings, which is a chat feature. You can say hey to somebody through another chat feature, more of a hey to your business. Pings are a little bit more of a direct chat. Activity, see what's going on, your stuff, and a search feature. So I've used this software before. There's many other softwares out there that are perfectly fine, but this is one I've had experience with, and this is one that I've decided to use kind of for my business. And that's what me and Zach use. You met Zach before. He does a lot of my editing, and he films a lot with me, as you've seen. So as you can see on a lot of these projects, you see his name is added on those as well. And I've got a few weddings. I've got some my dental office stuff, but I wanted to show you my video sales letter project. And I like that you can color code these things. So basically this was for Balanced Life. This is the video sales letter. And I kind of want to show you how these projects are laid out. So you got your message board. You could set to-do lists, typically for vlogs. If we go back to the home screen, you'll see vlog. This is basically where me and Zach kind of head up that. But anyway, back to this project. You have many different sections. Message board, like I said, to-dos, you can kind of set those to-dos. I do that with vlogs just to make sure we stay on task. Chat features and also a schedule. You can kind of set when things need to be done, project dates. Since it's just us two, we don't do a lot of, we don't use a lot of these features because we have each other's phone number. We can just text each other. But anyway, what I do, and this is a little bit mumbo jumbo because I sent a bunch of drafts, but basically this is the docs and files section. So if you go to any of these projects, you can upload your docs and files. And this isn't just video. This can be anything from graphics to pictures, audio files, things like that. So it's actually a very, very useful thing. So within docs and files, if I go back into here, this is where I send drafts and things like that. As you can see, I've got the rough draft here, the second, third, fourth iteration, and then 2 final drafts. I made 2 different versions for them, just depending on where they wanted to put the file. So anyway, you could basically use these docs and files as a way to organize your files. You can create things. You can start a new document where you can do typing. It's typically what I'll do for vlogs. I'll go in there and I'll type out, hey, this is what I want to do. This is the title. This is the lineup, kind of how I want it organized for whenever we go to edit. You can also make a new folder. So if I make a new folder, I can do, I can just call it final drafts. And then within here, you can click and drag into those. And so you'll have a final draft folder. And if I wanted to, I can make another folder and go through and do these rough drafts. Upload files. You can even link out through other things, Dropbox, Google Drive, which is two that I've used in the past. But anyway, I wanted to show you also, so this is my, my project management system. This is how I send videos to clients. I typically won't do like a YouTube link, because I don't want to post it there and they can't really download it. But this right here gives you the ability to do a public link where you can email them the file without having to worry about overloading your email storage limit. So basically, if I just click on this one, this is the file that I sent to them. You can replace it with a new version. You can add comments, see who all subscribed to this little chain, make your edits that way. So it's very streamlined and you can go in and watch the video. But if you wanted to, you can go up here to these three dots and you have multiple options here. But I always go to share. You can do send this to someone, where you can go in here and kind of basically do it in their project, everybody within the project. But if you go back, you can do a public link, which gives you the ability to copy it to your clipboard and send it to clients. And you also have the option, it says here, to turn the link off. So it's very, very streamlined. That's how I send it to clients, just so they can watch it and they'll be able to download it at the highest resolution. With regards to just project management, that's kind of all I use this for, is to be able to send them the files. And not to mention, we also have the ability to use it on our phones as well. So I downloaded it on my phone, and within the phone, I can go in and send, if you have a client that's a little bit more personal, like if it's a friend or like a family member's friend or something like that, you don't have to go through the formalities of emails. It's really good that you can just text that link. Or if you email on your phone, you can copy the link from your phone, but you can upload files from there. It's, smartphones can do virtually anything nowadays. So it's a really good way to use on the go, be able to send files to people and do your projects. Because I can't tell you how many times I've opened up Basecamp on my phone and I've sent Zach something. So that's essentially it. I wanted to hop on and tell you all that. Let me know what you use. But this is what me and Zach use for my business, just so I can send files and be able to manage projects. And we've loved it so far. And yeah, that's about it.
You here for your appointment?
Yes. Video.
A video appointment?
Yeah. So a little bit of a short visit with the dentist today. Left a few hours early, but typically I'm filming the content for them. And but we had a little bit of a backlog already made. So today was taking a few photos for them, getting content ready to go in that regard. But then also I had a little bit of a meeting with the owner of the practice, and she was talking about how the plate's getting pretty full, kind of running the thing, and she wanted to make sure that, hey, she had her social media taken care of. So we talked about the possibility of me taking over social media posting responsibilities and moving forward with that. So that was how the discussion went, and we left it at that. But we're going to be working on details, and I'd love to keep y'all updated on that. But I'll be handling a little bit more, not just the content creation of, shooting the videos and all that, but I'll be creating graphics, taking more photos, and working in the content strategy and making social posts with that. So look forward to keeping y'all updated with that. But that's all I have for y'all this week. It's been a pretty busy week, and enjoyed it. But please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe if you like what we got going on here. I got a goal by the end of the year to reach 500 subs. So let's get to it. Thanks for watching.